All right. Lightning fast water bottle break. Let's get to Judgment House. Anyway, wait. Sweetheart, you look wonderful. All right, now we can get to Judgment House. No demons waiting for us in the foyer. Golden. Wouldn't the answer here probably be to let Joy stay in Rex's custody? Like, isn't that where she's safest at the moment?
Do some ghost thing and get me out of this. Come on.
Trust me.
Yeah,
You're better
okay.
off this way. The killer was after you.
Oh. What happened in there?
Don't tell her. She's gonna be so upset.
You're lying.
He died protecting innocent people. That's all you need to know.
Died because of me.
Oh, Rex hears her talking, obviously.
You know, pleading insanity isn't going to help you much on 2 counts of trespassing and felony escape. So you can drop the crazy act, all right?
Rex, man, give her a break.
You have anything to say for yourself? No? That's what I thought.
Rex is going hard.
We'll figure out what to do with you at the station.
Why does this keep happening to me?
Joy, tell him what we found. They need to know it all. You gotta find a way to convince him.
I mean, couldn't we tell her some secret stuff to tell him?
Killer left a clue about the ancient mansion we saw at the museum. Tell Rex about that too. It's probably the killer's place.
Okay, I'll try.
He should be like, his full name is Rex Buford McGillicuddy. Tell him you bet he's wearing his Quail Man boxers and that you think his ukulele playing is garbage. Like, that's all I'm saying. Spill the tea. Let her have a half chance. Rex is carting Joy off to custody. I know the harsh sting of losing your freedom, but it's better than losing your life. That checks out. Are we gonna have demons right on the street here in Salem? That feels like it's coming at some point, right? Hey, how are you guys? No? Didn't want to hang? Alright, that's fine. Alright. To Judgment House. I feel like we saw this once before, because there was a little while when we were like really exploring around the town where I kept trying to go into places that I wasn't allowed to go into. And we kept on having Ronan turn around and be like, yeah, no, I don't think so. I'm thinking that's a no on the whole Judgment House thing. Because we tried to go to the cemetery a couple times too. Use my ghost vision so we don't get surprise demoned. That's just good precautions. We haven't seen Abigail in quite a while. Yeah, see here. This is the one where it was... the Judgment House structure has been declared unsafe for human occupancy or use. It is unlawful for any person to use or occupy this building after January 16th, blah, blah, blah. But we know that the killer don't give a shit. Show some hustle, Ronan.
I always heard this place was such an interesting museum back in its heyday. Now it's just a place propped up by rusty nails and rumors. A place you wouldn't dare your worst enemy to go into.
Still has electric, or he's running a like a Coleman lantern.
Huh. Maybe this abandoned place isn't so abandoned after all.
Baxter's car. At least he's being super conspicuous.
I hate it when I'm right.
Must be nice never had any ghost sig if you like smoking. Yeah, I mean, like, it certainly is treating Ronan all right because he gets to keep up like the bad boy detective act. All right, we have been trapped in Judgment House, as is customary in spooky ghost stories. No exits here to the right. I see we have some stuff we can recreate up above, but let's see. Oh, we can exit. We're not going to, because we go hard. All right, up is our only choice. She who does the devil's dance shall drop and crack and sway, and jig upon the rope perchance, the devil's dues to pay. Be a creep. All right, we'll rebuild some, excuse me, said we'll rebuild some ghost stairs. Ashes to ashes. We need to find 10 more like witch coven books. Much prefer a nice medium roast coffee cigar to relax. I am a former smoker, and I have like just finally reached a phase where smoking in media, like him smoking throughout the game or people smoking in movies, is not a trigger for me anymore. So at this point, I am all for everyone enjoying whatever they want to enjoy because it does not set me off any longer. Unnatural bridge of ghost and flesh. You harvest souls as though a friend. You cut with scythe, with pitchfork thresh, until you meet your righteous end. Yo, Baxter's a little bit of a poet, y'all. Maybe like, okay, hear me out. Cop, clearly not his chosen calling. Nasty serial killer, he did okay, but his run on that's about to come to an end. Maybe he's got a future in poetry. Just saying. Thanks, man. It was definitely it was a long journey to finally kick my bad habit, but that was one of the one of the few like decent things to come out of lockdown at the beginning of the pandemic, because I couldn't leave my house. I couldn't go buy more smokes. Attaboy, Schneids. That's really good, dude. All right, we got another poem here. Let man beware who keeps so foul a witch from a harm beneath his wing. She casts her spell upon his soul and wreaks damnation's reckoning. Yo. All right, so this is the room we saw lit up, and it's like a creepy fucking occult library. This looks like this looks a little bit like Pinwheel's room in Dark Souls. To rid the land of nature's guilt through exercise of power requires more vigilance than thou wilt. 'Tis always judgment hour. We got a little secret exit here. All right, we're not gonna go over there just yet because that might advance the story, and I still want to do some looking. We're here now. I don't know if it's coming across on the stream. I can hear it, but there's like these little like scurrying and scratching noises in the background. All right, we had already explored over here, so it looks like that little hidden room. That little hidden room is where we're at. Or the king's room after Duke's dear Freya. Let's see here. What do we got in creepy room number 2?
Holy shit. Look at all this crap. What is this? Oh, fresh paint. This one's just been done.
The witch who flew from her own mother, herself a witch, herself in flight. She'll meet her death like so many other, and leave both realms this very night.
Oh no,
That's about Joy. This looks like the Bell Killer's war room.
The killer is focused on Joy. Thanks, Cutaway.
Check this all out.
All right, we got 6 clues. The giant red poem on the wall was clue 1. Is the ghost of Judge going to show up? I gotta think that that's probably in the correct line of thinking, Julie, because again, the thing that keeps getting me is the Bell Killer's supernatural strength, and I don't think he's getting that without having someone possessing him. So like, yes, I'm giving Baxter a hard time. It may not be Baxter fully. Friday, December 18th, 1903, The Devil Made Me Do It. Mayor Stutter deflects blame after being charged with a series of torturous murders. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room. So good. So good. Map of the previous killings. This map shows the locations of all of his murders, but in far more detail than the police know. A collection of what seems to be personal items taken from the Bell Killer's victims, maybe? That's fucking gross. Serial killer dens are horrific. Wednesday, June 5th, 1940, third hanging victim discovered. Bizarre hangings and 3 recent murders harken back to Salem's shameful past. And then, can I get through here? Hi, friends. You own that on Blu-ray? They re-released that on Blu-ray? I guess I didn't know that. All right, they're not actually in this room though. But this is not anything from my
vibrations I'm getting from this
investigation
house are off the charts. It's like the museum. The old violence tries to take over the new. I have to tell Officer Baxter about this. This could be a vital piece.
Joy's mother senses unusual spirit activity in Judgment House, unusually strong, unusually vitriolic, and just plain unusual. Yeah, that's probably fair, Schneids. Like, they are definitely still interesting. At least like the media depiction, right? Like there's the creepy serial killer room as done by common media. Because I don't think that it's necessarily anything more disgusting or anything more than just disgusting when it's like a real serial killer's room, when they publish shit from crime scenes. These are the methods the killer used to murder the victims and how each one of them died. Can't tell if he's consistent or schizophrenic. Gross.
Wait. Similar murders, multiple killers, decades apart. Is this a string of copycats? A conspiracy?
No, it's a ghost, Ronan. Ronan, it's a ghost. Similar murders have been happening in Salem for over a century. Is this a string of copycat killers?
House, you freak.
All right, now we're gonna have to go towards where the demons are. It's only copycats in so much as that it is fresh murderers, but the murder assistant of the ghost continues to be the same one. AP history first few months in high school was about serial killers. Was it really? That's an intense curriculum. All right, we got some demons. Misha took a course in college that was it female serial killers or was it serial killers in general? That course you took? Women Who Kill. And it was about, because killers are predominantly males if you look at it just statistically. And Michelle took a class that was about the women who have become murderous. All right, this is risky. Bro. Okay. Yeah, no, I deserved that one. I deserved it. I gotta go. Stop. That's my blood. I wanted my ghost blood. Could we not this time, guys? It's just mean, really, when you think about it. Cheat with the third-person camera here a bit. All right, the guy in the foreground is going to split off from dude in the background. But for how long? We get to choose what we wanted to learn. Dope teacher in a class. It sounds fun. It's just, it's very intense. Not my cup of tea for sure. I'm pretty sensitive to, like, I guess just the umbrella term acts of evil. And even though I do find them interesting, they weigh on me pretty heavily. All right, I need you to hook to the side, please, sir. And I need the other one to hook a little bit off to the other side. We've done it. Get wrecked. W left click, just like we were winning a match in Team Fortress's Pyro. Do you come in this room? I wish you wouldn't. Oh, you fool. You've given me the keys to the kingdom. What? Did he just smell me? Do I smell like campfire beans or something? I have the pungent aroma of campfire baked beans. Saving my psychology class in high school, we looked into serial killers in the Stanford prison experiment. Gross. Gross. All right, all right, all right, all right. So the issue here is he goes through this wall. Is he gonna turn back around on me? Is that the problem here? Keep going that way, asshole. You knew what was good for you. We've done it. All right, you saw a collectible in my mad dash. Was it this one here? Ronan the Stranger. It's like I don't even know him, and I felt so close, but to a man in my imagination. I would think that something like a criminal record should really come up earlier in a relationship. It's not even his past that is keeping me away now. It's that he didn't tell me right away. He said his tattoos made it obvious, but I don't know. Not obvious enough, I guess. It might be too late for us. Fortunately, that was not the case. I hope we're gonna get like a really cute reunited moment between him and his wife. That would make me happy. All right, this is where we came in. Just doing a quick backtrack because so much of this was hiding and running from the demons. I want to make sure we see stuff. Teacher was cool AF, told us how smoking saved his life in Vietnam. Walked away from his post for a bit to get a smoke. Place he was standing at got hit with napalm. Holy shit. He quit smoking that day? I don't know. That's one of those things where I'm like, you know what? Maybe smoking's not so bad. Stay smoking forever. This is probably the one you saw, Schneids. Was the coven book in the closet, as it were. So where am I headed now? Is this our answer? Boo. Creepy back hallways. Or demons? No, I think we're good. I'm assuming Joy's mother is here imprisoned, maybe? The small kitchen area inside the house was used by servants for tea preparation, but not for major meals. Those were prepared by slaves in a detached kitchen because of the danger of kitchen fires in colonial times. The danger of fire was very real and common. The house probably had half a dozen different kitchens in its time, and there is none left standing on the grounds today. I'm assuming we're going to get a little bit of a foreshadow moment from that, and that almost certainly this house is going to burn down in the finale. Let's be real. All right. Every room has a Magi book in it, and I appreciate that about it. He was also hella interesting. He was 7'3" and had a master's degree in psychology and chose to instead teach with the degree because he wanted to share his love and his experience. Yo, 7'3" is a pretty insane height to be in a high school classroom. Like, schools are not built that way. I see you, collectible. Don't worry, we're gonna teleport in. Shoop. Sometimes that man can be an insensitive beast. I know he's got pressures at work, but home is the place where you let go of all those things. It'll be better tomorrow, I know, but for now, I'm done thinking about it. Ronan, come on, buddy. You gotta treat your wife with some respect. Shortest girl in class went up to his hips. That's crazy. Excuse you, demons. 4 of them? This is the largest group we've ever fought. Go figure that Judgment House would have an above average number of demons to fight. We might have a chance on this guy if he turns quick. And not towards me. Nope. It's big nope. Alright, he's leaving again. This one's coming towards me. Demon friends, I want you to know how much I hate you. Ooh boy. That one is nearsighted. Served in War II, and even he was surprised because I was gonna say, I'm surprised they had him in active duty at that height. You'd think he would have wound up with, like, I guess maybe like a logistics position on a base, but all right, let's go for it. Got him. True. The fact that it was Vietnam is a big difference maker there. Shit. Caw. Caw. Listen to the bird. Caw. I wish they gave me more tools for ghost hunting with Ronan. Can I get this guy in time? We cannot? Alright, we're just gonna die then. I don't know why this time they didn't let me save my progress on having killed one. I feel like the last fight they did. Doo-doo-doo. Pious nerd. All right, now that guy's gonna come back in. We'll wait until he turns his back and we'll ice him. Oh. There was not a whole lot about the Vietnam War that I don't think was a fucked up role, though, Schneider. So, fortunately, they were not the only ones to have to deal with it. I guess we'll just have to bounce between these 3 for an hour. Oh no, we already got away. All right, cool. If he enlisted after high school, he could have grown a couple more inches after. All right, I need you to turn your back to me, sir. Gotcha, bitch. What? My ghost footsteps are too loud. I gotta be more careful. What if we approach this from the other side? I have not even looked over on this side in an attempt to give them the business. So this was the kitchen. Oh, was it because I couldn't go through this wall? Yeah, okay. So they do kind of shoehorn me to go in from this side. That's fine. We've killed this dude before. I just don't understand how we got him the once and can't get him again. Well, shit. Please, sir. Please don't. I have a ghost family. Oh, shit. You kept coming, huh? I think he said he was 6'8" as a senior in high school, but I could be mistaken. But for sure wasn't over 7 foot before enlisting. That's bonkers. All right, we'll be cheap and use the crow here, as Schneids has said. I traditionally prefer a fair fight. Trials were held in this room. February 4, 1693, the witches are all released and Governor Phipps will not permit further prosecution. Yet it is this girl I fear most. I did threaten her with pressing, and with glee she did tell me of the tortures of her own father, who pressed and ducked her unto drowning. Would she not accuse his enemies? So I am not the first man to use this creature, and she is not afeared of my rebukes. Those who see the spirits of unnatural worlds are as conjurers to her, and she will not be dissuaded in her pursuit of them. She must be destroyed by any available measure of the law. That sounds like perhaps our killer ghost? The parlor of the judge's house, what we would call the living room, was one of the more spacious indoor areas available for holding trials. The witch trials were sometimes held here and sometimes in another public building, such as a tavern. Fighting demons using all you can? Well, I mean, the demons deserve a fair shake, right? Like, they're just trying to do their job. They are in another room, but I think this one's probably going to walk right at me. No, away. This one's coming toward me, though. I wish I had grown until I was 21, Julie. It's that common. I grew until I was like, I think 18, 19. Please don't die. Please don't die, Ronan. Please don't die, Ronan. No, Ronan, don't die. Remember when I said don't die? You should don't die. All right. I'm making this way harder than it needs to be. Ooh. Excuse me. There was a crow over there. How far can I trigger the crow? See if we can pull one of them over to the crow. Now the other one change and yeah. I got you, bitch. All right, now this guy, we just got to make sure he's not looking at me. Let's go. Detective Ronan Ghosterson. Demon Hunter. All right, there was a collectible over here that I saw while we were fleeing. What stopped me from saying yes to Ronan? Maybe it's marriage in general. I've always thought I'd just be an independent woman in this world. I may not have processed this possibility enough, but I can't let him go. Can't. Well, at least he was like a stand-up dude and hung around. He knew. He knew she'd say yes someday. All right, so this is further into the belly of the beast, as it were. What do we got here? This way to the wine cellar and holding cells. Come on. Yeah, this does not feel absurdly dangerous at all. I think that was Cassandra on the floor.
Oh my God, Baxter?
It's Baxter.
I should have been the one that stopped you.
She's in Cassandra now, maybe? Oh no.
Ronan?
Baxter the ghost.
What the hell is going on?
You sick bastard. Why'd you do it? Why'd you bring back the witch trials and kill all those innocent girls?
You think I'm the Bell Killer? Are you insane? I've never killed anyone. You gotta help me. What is this place? We gotta get
Gross.
out of here.
Oh,
Baxter,
we gotta
something
get
wrong with
outta
your eye.
here. All of a sudden, we're buds. You need to tell me what's going on here. What were you doing here?
Following a lead. I never dropped the case. Had this psychic, Cassandra, working with me. And we figured out the Bell Killer is hunting mediums. Like a witch trial execution copycat. At that point, we couldn't let it go. Even after Rex demoted me.
So that's why you're at the museum. So who killed you?
The Bell Killer, you idiot. But I didn't get a good look at his face.
Oh no, is the Bell Killer Rex? Oh no, did they hit me with the swerve? The Bell Killer murdered Baxter in the Judgment House cellar. Baxter, I was so rude to you.
Do you know where Cassandra is? Is she still alive?
Last I checked, yeah. I took her to a safe house outside of town.
Oh my God, she's alive. I was sure she'd be dead too. Joy would be freaking ecstatic.
Cassandra could be the killer too. Baxter moved Cassandra to a safe house outside of town when the Bell Killer threat against her became real.
Cassandra ever bring up her daughter?
Wouldn't shut up about her. We looked for Joy for days, but it was too risky. Cassandra has been begging me to track Joy down, but I haven't found her yet.
You're not gonna believe this. Joy's been helping me tonight.
Figures a cop like you would need help to get this far.
Baxter, shut the fuck up. You got one eye.
From her mom?
Baxter knew Joy this entire time. I was trying to find her and make sure she was safe.
Where's the killer?
No idea. He could be anywhere, but when we fought, he said something I didn't understand at all.
Wait. The killer actually talked?
Not much, but I think I hit a nerve. I told that bastard he'd be dead soon, but he said, I already know death. And then something about his instrument of death will kill again tonight.
My instrument of death? But he kills different ways every time. I don't get it.
It's the ghost talking about the person, maybe?
We gotta figure out what that means. Alright, you get back to Cassandra. Make sure she's still safe and bring her back to the station.
What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna quickly check out the cellar and come up with a plan. I hope.
Sorry, Baxter. I was kind of mean to you. The killer is planning another murder tonight with his instrument of death, which I got to assume is whoever it is that he is possessing. All right, we got to look around the old cellar. Is Baxter a clue? No. Baxter, you're just a lump of meat now, buddy. I won't make jokes over your corpse, I guess. That would be rude, and I was mad at you when you did it to me. The cellar in the home of a judge was often the temporary jail for prisoners awaiting trial. This custom was certainly in practice here, where witch trial suspects were held awaiting the judgment of Judge Hathorne. Hathorne. Is it Hathorne? I think it's Hathorne. Long-term holding facilities were unnecessary in these cases, as the penalty for witchcraft under English law was always death. Yo, look at this trunk. Or is this a boiler? What else we got around here? It's a pretty spacious basement. I guess we're going to the holding cells. I don't see any clues here, and we don't even have a clue indicator, so. Oh boy, here we go.
What the hell happened down here?
Oh, I think we know. Bad shit. What was he doing? Stern. Accusing. Judging.
You claim righteousness, but you know your guilt and cannot deny your punishment is due.
The angry man points in the cell and claims to his accused that punishment is due. We'll look in the cell in a moment. We got some creepy cage in here. A prison inside a prison. Why would you need to cage someone who is already locked in a tiny cell? Oh, is it going to be Abigail? No! What was Abigail doing here? Pleading? And imprisoned.
You stood for justice. How is this just?
So that's 4 clues with these candles. Extinguish light. I bet these did almost nothing to combat the darkness down here. Makes it feel more like a dungeon than a prison. There's the bell. The bell killer symbol was once drawn in the cell, but by whom? We're missing one clue. Is it the bed in here? Yeah. No rest for the wicked. That looks even less comfortable than the beds I had in prison. Oh, Ronan, always with the jokes. What happened down here? Imprisoned Abigail. Righteous man. Oh. And then the bell killer.
You claim righteousness, but you know your guilt and cannot deny your punishment is due.
I thought you stood for justice. How is this just?
The courts are not a place for your murderous whimsy. You are a corrupt heathen. The families of those innocent souls you executed through false accusation of witchcraft will exact their righteous justice tonight.
False accusation?
Oh no.
What is that nonsense you draw?
My mark will burn like a brand in the flesh of this town. If it takes me to the ends of eternity, I will personally make the bell toll for every witch in Salem.
Wait. The guy who killed me is Abigail.
God damn it.
She might be the bell killer. How is that possible? I gotta get out of here and figure out how to track her down.
Abigail is the bell killer, but how could she be? Could she be possessing people and making them do it? And now I'm thinking that maybe she's possessing Rex, and I'm sad about it. Are they really gonna make me run all the way out of here? Okay, that's what I thought. Damn it. The song Abigail by Motionless in White is about the Salem witch trials. So Rex has absconded with Joy.
It could be going down right now. Where'd you take Joy, you asshole?
Where would Abigail take Joy? No new leads. Killer's Instrument of Death. Oh, the Puritan era gallows. Oh no.
Yeah. Instrument of death, meaning her death, where she was killed. The gallows at the museum. Hang on, kid. I'm on my way.
I mean, couldn't we have just like had a warp? This building's really big for me to run out of it. All right, we gotta get to the museum. If Abigail is the killer, then her instrument of death is the gallows at the museum. We're gonna have new... Can I just like... Maybe can I just like teleport out of here? I guess they let you backtrack because they want to be able to make sure that you have a chance to find the other collectibles. But we are for sure not going to go on an occult scavenger hunt. We have got a young psychic to save. And she's very sad. It's good to know her mom's alive. Man, good guy Baxter. Sorry I spent the whole game thinking you were a real piece of shit. You real piece of shit. Yeah, he's still a piece of shit. He talked some mad crap when we died, so that's all I'm saying. It was awful nice of Abigail to teach us how to be a ghost so that we would then be equipped to give her the business. I'll have to thank her for that when we fuck her shit up. All right. Head on over to the old museum. Running sim. They haven't been too bad about it. The times where we've really spun our wheels and I've done a bunch of running is more because I didn't take the time to actually learn the layout of the town. It's not that hard to get around. Warning, proceeding to the final encounter will make it impossible to return to Salem. Do you want to continue? Yes. Here we go, gang. Ronan's ready.
No one deserves to be murdered. And when the psycho trying to kill someone pretends there's some grand justice behind it, that just makes it all the more twisted.
Oh. Fuck your door, apparently. Ronan, you're awful close, buddy. Maybe take a step back. That's all I'm saying. Gas Station Simulator is top 3 bestseller on Steam right now. Really? I'm gonna have to go look. The simulator games, some people really love them.
Joy!
Ronan, help!
Not another step.
Rex, you piece of shit.
No, not you, Rex. This has nothing to do with her, Abigail.
Oh, but it does. For 300 years, we have executed the witches who corrupt our fair city.
Down there. Let's go.
Those who try to mask their demonic contract and leverage powers they should never possess.
Just like you have.
Don't you dare compare me to her!
Easy, easy. Put your hands up!
Oh shit, boys in blue are here.
Hands up. Stop what you're doing. Hands up. Do it now.
Oh shit! Yo, Abigail's way better at this than I am.
Rex, you piece of shit. What are you doing? Not now. This was you.
I want you getting closer to the truth.
Ronan, do something!
Hold tight, kid. I'm on my way.
Try our best. Don't worry, kiddo. All right. 18, 17, 16, 15. That was an undeservingly long countdown. What can I do to stop Abigail? Witnesses in custody. Hiding witness. Joy's verse. The powerful scream. Abigail! Abigail, get hit with it just like I do. Joy, hit him with the scream, girl. Get fucked, kiddo. All right, now we gotta fight a ghost.
It's over, Abigail.
She gonna try and possess Joy and make Joy do it herself? Wait, wait. Well, I didn't do it.
Joy!
Do I get a redo? Okay, we do get a redo. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Do I have to watch the cutscene again? Yeah, all right, hang on. Can I skip it? Possess, influence, powerful scream. You hit her with the power scream. Then there's something else we've got to be able to do. Maybe the gavel? No. All right. All right, don't worry. We're gonna get it. Joy, I'm sorry that you have to keep dying. It's a really tight timer for the second one. Skippity, please. Whoop, but no. Don't do that. That's not how we do it. There's like a counterweight above it. Maybe we can poltergeist something. If you could please hit him with the power screen. No, no. It's not a possession thing either, because we can't do anything once we've possessed her. Good lord. Like, what the fuck do they want me to do? Can we possess Rex? That is bonkers that they hit you with such a small window. Possess. Influence. Power scream. Like, can I just ghost punch the bitch?
The time is upon us, Abigail Williams.
No.
You scourge of Salem. It is time to pay for your sins!
This can't be happening. You want to use memories against me?
Yeah, I
You can play
do.
at that game.
Remember when Rex shot us 7 times?
I know the truth about your death, but I still don't know the truth about mine.
Did you use Rex to kill me? That's rude if you did.
You use Rex to kill me.
Rex was my most influential. The most respected, the most feared official in town.
Yo, Rex
Of
hella
course I
strong.
did.
Abigail did use Rex to kill me, my own brother-in-law.
How could Rex have done it? Rose's killer had blue eyes.
I didn't use the same killer for every murder.
Okay, so Baxter was guilty for some of them.
Baxter. Why did you kill Baxter?
I eventually kill all the killers I use.
Yo, what up, Venom?
Especially the ones who get close to the truth.
Yo, she's a real bee. She eventually kills all her killers, especially when they get close to the truth.
I wasn't close to the truth in the apartment. I wasn't one of your killers. Why did I have to die?
Creepy smile. Oh, we were one of the killers. Oh shit.
No. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. How could I? You made me kill her.
That's fucking icy. No thanks. Nope. Nope. It's a big no from me.
Out, you're coming with me.
Oh, we got you with your own trick. It is a cool twist, Schneids. You're not wrong. Gotcha. All right, well, that's pretty satisfying. Rex is gonna be real freaked out when he wakes up. I can tell you that much. How you doing, Joy?
We all got a dark side, sometimes obvious, sometimes not. If we're lucky, we keep our dark side hidden. By law, Rex was a killer. But the law doesn't always see the truth. Fortunately, Joy did, and she would never press charges. She might even help Rex cover his tracks. One thing's for certain. She's a better person than I was at that age. A kid who deserves forgiveness. She's paid her dues. And committing a few small crimes, searching for your mom, well, even the coldest cops would forgive those.
Hey, she found her mom.
Hasn't been a Bell killer murder since the night Abigail met her final end. But the case never officially closed. But memories fade, time heals. With luck, Salem will move on and find peace. Death repays debts, my father always said. Forever I believe that. But truth be told, this life ain't over until you're honest about what you owe. Set everything right. Settle your debts. Only then can you move on.
Jules?
Ronan?
Oh, we don't get to see it. They just imply it. That's actually way better. That's a way better way to do it. That was awesome. A neat little wrap up ending on that. Very slick. Very slick. So there we have it. Case closed. Abigail's the Bell killer, using a bunch of others as a proxy, bringing an end to the terror of Salem, the cyclical murder of the psychically sensitive. And just as we have closed the case, we have also knocked another game out of the backlog. This game is good. It's flawed. It's a very flawed game. If I'm giving this kind of an honest critique, there's a lot that I don't like about it that I think is more than anything is just kind of a, how do I want to put it? This game to me seems kind of like a victim of what happens in a modern video game environment when you have to have certain boxes checked off to get a release from a major publisher, right? This was made by Square Enix. I don't remember who the dev was. Airtight Games is the dev, but it was published by Square Enix. The combat, like the combat segments with the demons, feel very much like they were forced in as an afterthought. They don't feel organic, as it were. The level layouts don't seem to be built around them that much. There's all kinds of chunks of the game where there's spirits to hide in, but there's no reason to have them there for hiding because there's never a combat encounter in that area. So there's something that just feels off about that entire gameplay system. Similarly, there's like different types of detective work, right? So like the detective work where you go around and find clues and piece things together, I feel like that works really well. Those segments are the best segments of the game. But there's also like the weird dialogue trees. Those never seemed like they flowed correctly. I wish those had just been cutscenes. Like whatever information you want me to get out of that as a player, just write a cohesive cutscene where Ronan, we know Ronan's a detective. We know he knows how to ask the questions in an interrogation. Just let me absorb that, right? Like it doesn't need to be this stilted, I push 1 for this question. That didn't really work. I mentioned it before, but the hidden object collectible mysteries, the ghost stories as they were, they're way out of place. That's like an excuse to have a collectible. If those were patterned more like the murders that we solve that help spirits move on, I think that would have been an improvement. I will say that despite some of those negatives, the game is wickedly stylish. Like it's a really good hard-nosed noir story told in a unique way. The mechanic where you possess people and like read their minds for info, or like influence them with information we know. I wish that had been used a little bit more liberally, because that's like the most ghosty thing that we do in the game. Wishing this had a little bit more of an LA noir investigation. Yeah, I guess that's kind of my thing, right? Is like, I wish that we would have had more time working cases, because that's for sure the biggest strength of the game. Maybe the biggest sin of the design of this is that when we find clues and you get that little pop-up, and Schneids, you were mentioning this a minute ago, you'll like get a clue and the clue will be like, the killer likes pizza, and then you'll tab or go into your menu to go read the rest of the info, and the extra info in the like dossier segment is the killer likes pizza. It would have been so much cooler and would have fit so much more in the noir theme if when we got clues, Ronan just hit you with a little bit of like inner monologue, like him like verbally putting the pieces together. If we found the key in the church there, right, when we had the cat burst the key out, if we found the key and Ronan had that momentary vision of the key unlocking something, just have Ronan being like, huh, this is an awfully ornate key. What could this go to? So, that would be infinitely better than hitting tab and getting a quick blurb. I like pizza. Well, we didn't need a detective to know you like pizza then. Oh yeah, just standard detective voiceover monologue, right? Like that's a classic bit that's been used forever. Like not even just in mystery novels where it's the most prevalent, but classic film noir, it's very common for the detective to find a detail and then say something about it so that the audience is clued in, even if they didn't understand it just from the visual detail. I think that would have been much stronger from a gameplay narrative in this. Maybe you're the murderer. Well, maybe Abigail is using you as her instrument of what was it? An instrument of murder? Or an instrument of justice? We always say that about you, Venom. You're an instrument of justice. I like Murdered Soul Suspect. This is one of those games that's frustrating because like throughout the game, I think that you can play it and really see the bones of something that could have been really cool, but just has a little bit of like a fuzzy design focus that leaves it a little bit short. I like Murdered Soul Suspect. I think the story was fun. They obviously got me with the twist at the end, right? Like there were 3 or 4 twists at the very end that hit me with some gasps. And that's like a good noir trick, right? The big parlor reveal. We got one of those. But it's not a great game, which is a bummer because I feel like it could have been. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about it. This one is one that I think is worth having experienced. I think this is definitely the kind of game when I go and put it in the categories on howlongtobeat.com, this is going to be a just watch because the gameplay itself is nothing really that special. Excuse me. I like this style of game though. So like for anyone who's been watching the stream for quite a long time, last year we played Vampire, the game from Don't Nod. And this has a lot of that same vibe to me, where it's like there's a lot of fun detective-y stuff going on, but it doesn't fit super well in with all the other systems they have crammed on top of it. I think this is like a classic, almost point and click adventure game. Would have been a more interesting game. I would have loved it if we had like the classic adventure game inventory and I was pulling things out of my inventory and combining them to put clues together, or using things from my inventory to influence people that we had possessed. I think those would have worked better, but I get that when this came out, that wasn't really the direction that the industry was moving in, because this came out back in like 2014. Sorry, I keep on having to take down the graphics so I can read the stuff behind it. So like we hadn't seen a huge resurgence of classic adventure games at that time. So everyone who was doing adventure games was finding ways to bootstrap action systems on top of it. But yeah, I think overall, like this is like a medium, kind of like middle of the road type game. Could have been better, but it certainly wasn't bad. I'm glad to have played it, and I'm glad we've gotten it out of the backlog. This is wonderful timing. As I said, my whole goal was to make sure that we got both Catherine and Murdered knocked out to eliminate any chance of like bad cliffhangeriness, because I do want everything to be clean slate during the moving hiatus. So Misha and I leave, we've got like a little over a week left to pack. I'm not going to stream during that time or during our travel time, just because I've obviously got to focus on getting the move stuff set. We are going to be hopefully up and running at the new place pretty rapidly. I am going to have to wait for some stuff to come in from the movers, but we're taking like the computer essentials with us. So I might be able to get right back into streams fairly rapidly once we're all set up. But I don't know, like, who knows what the exhaustion level is going to be after the move. I'm probably going to want a couple of days to just sit and decompress. But we are going to have some fun stuff when I come back from my break. As always, if there's a game you want to see from the backlog, absolutely hit me with suggestions. I've linked them in chat. You can find the backlog and find all the games in it and let me know if there's something you want to see me play. Second set of links there is to my social stuff. Obviously, with me being away from Twitch, that is a good way to stay in touch with me. I'll probably still be posting and updating stuff as we go, and almost assuredly leaving dozens of pictures of my cat looking distressed in the back of my car because he's not a good driver. Twitch will be offline, but Twitter, there's still going to be active stuff going up onto my YouTube. I think the Nier Automata playthrough is uploading right now, but obviously there's also all the other stuff, the older stuff archived from the stream, so you can go back and watch something you haven't seen. And then I'll still be poking in and out on the Gilded server, because I will almost assuredly still be updating the backlog bargains and responding to anyone who posts stuff in general. I will say, if you guys have stuff to recommend, it might not get attention on the stream right away, because I do have a couple of games that I've I've got them earmarked, because I have some stuff that I'm planning for when we come back that should be really fun. So thank you so much, guys, for coming to hang out this week, and coming to hang out on the stream in general. It's been a hella fun time. This is going to be the first time I take a step away from it, and I can tell you, I already miss it. I already miss being online, playing games, and chatting with everyone. So believe me, I will be back as soon as I can. Let me go see what I can find for a raid here, and then we're gonna take off for the evening. Oh, good, Jukebox. I'm glad to hear it, man. I've been having that fun. All right. Let us... Gandafarian is checking out the new updates for No Man's Sky. I think maybe we'll go check out that, so I'm interested in some of that stuff anyway. You will definitely see me in a bit. Like I say, we will not be gone long, my friends. Thanks again, everybody. I appreciate you so much. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend, and go hang out with some other streamers. I'm lucky to have you guys hanging out with me as often as you do. But with me on hiatus, here's your chance to go spread the love around a little bit. So I'll be blasting all my social channels so you guys will know when I'm coming back. And I will potentially hit some sneak peeks as to what you guys can expect from games. So we should have some fun coming up. Until I see you guys next, be good to each other, but be ruthless with those backlogs. Thanks so much. Bye, everybody.